Red Hulk is one of the most powerful Hulks in the Marvel Universe. But who is he and how did he come to be? Well, that's what we're here to tell you about. Red Hulk was created by Marvel Comics writer Jeff Loeb and made his first appearance in issue number 1 of Hulk, which came out in June of 2008. Although Red Hulk may not be as well known as other versions of the Hulk, such as Professor Hulk or Worldbreaker Hulk, he is definitely a force to be reckoned with. So who exactly is Red Hulk? Short answer, it's Bruce Banner. Long answer, it's a little more complicated than that. In the pages of Incredible Hulk number 1, we learn that Red Hulk is actually General Thunderbolt Ross. Now, Ross isn't a stranger to the Hulk. In fact, he was the main antagonist during the first story arc of the 1960s Hulk series. Ross was a U.S. general who led the military task force known as the Intelligentsia, whose main objective was to capture the Hulk and who constantly clashed with the likes of the Avengers and the Fantastic Four. But after years of trying and failing to kill the Hulk, Ross ended up being exposed to the same gamma radiation that created the Hulk in the first place. This transformed Ross into a new Hulk with a brilliant red gamma-powered skin. And although he retained much of his intelligence and personality, this version of the Hulk was far more brutal and ruthless than previous iterations. But there's a lot more to Red Hulk than just brute strength. As a veteran of the Korean War, Ross had experience leading a team and taking charge in the face of danger. This made him a natural leader even while in Hulk form, and he quickly assembled a team of superpowered individuals known as the Agents of Atlas to help him take on enemies both old and new. As for why Marvel decided to create yet another Hulk, well, that's because the Hulk is one of the most popular characters in the Marvel Universe, second only to Spider-Man. So it only makes sense that they would want to explore different versions of the character. Plus, with Red Hulk being a veteran and a general, it gave the Hulk a more military and strategic edge than he'd ever had before. It also didn't hurt that Red Hulk was a completely different color. And we all know how important colors are when it comes to comic books. But if you like Red Hulk, don't get too attached. Because since his first appearance in 2008, he's gone on to appear in several other media, including the 2012 animated film The Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and the 2013 video game Lego Marvel Superheroes. He was even played by actor William Hurt in the MCU, although that version of the character was actually a different version called the Red Parachutist. Oh, and he's also died twice. So yeah, don't get too attached. Now, if you're a big fan of the Hulk, we've got plenty more videos for you to watch, including an entire playlist dedicated to the character. So be sure to check those out. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Hey there, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Red Hulk, so let's get into it. Red Hulk is the second Hulk. He's actually General Thunderbolt Ross. So Bruce Banner, when he was in his human form, was the first Hulk, and then General Thunderbolt Ross became the second Hulk. So how did this come about? Well, in the comics, General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross was the commanding general of the U.S. military's superhero team called the Thunderbolts. He led this team for quite some time. And the Thunderbolts consisted of other Marvel superheroes such as Deadpool, Spider-Man, Namor, the Red King, and many others. However, during the Civil War storyline in the comics, Thunderbolt Ross became obsessed with finding and capturing Spider-Man because Spider-Man was one of the few people who opposed the Superhero Registration Act, which was a law that was passed that required all superheroes to register their secret identities with the government. And Ross felt that Spider-Man was a threat to national security because he was hiding his identity. So Ross created a special task force to capture Spider-Man, but Spider-Man ended up escaping every single time. So finally, in a moment of anger, Ross smashed his hand into the ground and it caused an earthquake. And during this earthquake, he was exposed to a high level of gamma radiation. And this gamma radiation transformed him into the Red Hulk. So unlike the original Hulk, who was always just green, Ross was always red, even when he was in his human form. So this made him a very unique Hulk. However, unlike the original Hulk, who was much stronger than even Thor, Red Hulk was actually weaker than Thor. But he was still a powerhouse and he could actually fly, which was something that the original Hulk could not do. Red Hulk also had a different origin story than the original Hulk. The original Hulk was created by a scientist named Bruce Banner when he was trying to create a serum to enhance the strength of soldiers. But accidentally, he was the only one who was enhanced, and he became the Hulk. Now, both Hulks did have a common enemy in the comics, and that was the Intelligentsia. The Intelligentsia was a secret organization that was led by Samuel Stearns, also known as the Leader. Both Hulks teamed up to take down this organization. But in the end, both Hulks sacrificed themselves to save the world from an explosion at a nuclear power plant. So they both died, but they came back to life later on. So that's the history of Red Hulk in the comics. Now, Red Hulk has also been portrayed in other media as well. For example, he was in the 2008 movie The Incredible Hulk, played by William Hurt, and he was also in the 2013 animated series Hulk and Agents of SMASH, and he was voiced by Fred Tatasciore. So yeah, Red Hulk is definitely one of the most powerful and iconic characters in the Marvel Universe, and I hope that they bring him back in future MCU projects. So, what do you think? Is Red Hulk better than the original Hulk? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.